Hey guys, and welcome to the second video of my YouTube channel. Here I'm going to explain basically my plan coming up for this big weight loss slash fitness journey that I'm about to start. Everything that I have in this video is easily found online. That's the beauty of it all. It's all free and online and readily available to anyone with an internet access or anyone with a local library nearby. And so without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. So the best or most important thing to worry about is obviously your diet. So food plays a huge role when thinking about like fitness goals. And so what I tried to do was to find my maintenance calories that I'm going to need to be taking in if I just wanted to stay, the weight I am. And so recently I actually decided to eat a little bit more because I was trying to gain weight so that I could hit a maximum weight that I can hopefully say I'll never get over again. Eventually, if I start lifting and get like pretty muscular, maybe I will pass this point, but I weigh 212.8 pounds right now. This is the highest I've ever weighed in my life. I just stepped on the scale. I'll put a video of me on the scale and stuff in the bathroom like I did in the last video. What's up guys? So welcome to my second video installment. This is just my physique update. I have gained more weight, as you can tell. I figured I might as well get up to as much as I've ever weighed before going on to my fitness journey. Here are a bunch of different angles. So yeah, I've been eating pretty badly. Probably over 210 by now. 212.8. So I've gained 9 pounds since the last video, which was last Monday, so a week. As you can see, pretty chunky. That's what happens when you don't stop eating. So yeah, this is my physique update. Get a few more angles. Alrighty. I weigh almost 213 pounds and now it really begins. I hope that this is a maximum for my life. I really hope that I never get above 213 pounds unless, like I stated earlier, I get, pretty jacked and muscular, then I guess maybe, but that's still on my frame, that'd be a pretty big dude. And so what I did was went online and found 5 calculators for maintenance calories. And I took those 5 from the internet sources and put them down, wrote them down, and then averaged them to get a general ballpark estimation of how many calories I need to continue to stay at the pace I'm at right now. If I were just to not gain any weight, not lose any weight, and just chill out and be this way for the rest of my life. And so at 6'1", 210 pounds and 22 years old, it estimated that I'm gonna need around 2,400 calories a day. And that's for maintenance. My goal is to lose weight. And so, as I mentioned in the other video, I have a Fitbit. Now the Fitbit counts calories, it counts the time you spend exercising, counts your steps, miles, the time, a lot of basic things, but I'd say that the calorie estimations and the time that you're working out isn't very accurate. You could see this in tons of videos online or just other data that those estimations can be fairly off. So I don't really want to waste my time on something like that could be pretty off when I can track using easier methods. And so for starters, I'm going to use the calories. I'm going to count the calories that I'm eating. Obviously everything that I'm consuming or put in my body, I'll be counting those calories. In addition to that, I came across this conversion and it's roughly 2,000 steps equals about a mile, which equates to about 100 calories burned if you're walking. And so if I were to walk 10,000 steps a day, that would be roughly 500 calories. However, when I input all this data for the calculator for the maintenance calories, it asks if you're exercising much or if you're fairly inactive, and I put the lowest possible setting as a base minimum because I wanted to keep things consistent. So I put either no exercise or very little exercise on all of them. I've been tracking it, and on my Fitbit, I walk about 2,000 steps a day in my normal life. Like if I'm just walking around the apartment, because I'm not very busy right now, and with quarantine, I can't really go anywhere. So obviously I'm gonna need to get those steps up. And those 2,000 steps are important because if I'm gonna walk 10,000 steps a day, I gotta take that 2,000 steps into account. So it'll only be 8,000 extra steps, which would equate to around 400 calories of walking. And I wanna be in a 500 calorie deficit. So for that to be maintained, I gotta get 100 calories out of my food. So my diet, like I said, my maintenance calorie is 2,400 calories. So if I drop that to 2,300 calories and walk 8,000 extra steps a day, I should have a 500 calorie deficit per day. And this is important because it's not like well known, but it's pretty common knowledge that a pound of fat is roughly 3,500 calories. My goal is to lose about a pound of fat a week. And some would say that that's kind of slow, but I want to start slow so that I can, really stick to this program and stuff. But if need be, I can always amp up the deficit I'm in. And so if I wanted a 750 calorie deficit per day, I could walk 15,000 steps and eat the same amount of food. So yeah, sorry about that, the camera died. But if I wanted a 1,000 calorie deficit, I could walk 15,000 steps a day, and then I'd have to take away 250 calories from the already taken down calories of 2,300. So minus 250 calories would be 2,050 for the day. And so it's as simple as that, really. As long as you maintain a 3,500 calorie deficit for the week, you should average about a pound of fat loss for that week. And this could be a little, iffy because it may not be true that a pound of fat is exactly 3,500 calories. And I know that. People know that, but as long as I'm staying consistent, should be fine. Another thing I'd like to note is that all of this stuff online could be fairly inconsistent. So I'm trying my best to keep the things that I can track very well as precise as possible. And I'd also like to say that all of this information that I'm using is solely based on like a weekly turnout. Like I don't want to track to the point where every day I'm worried about the scale, I'm worried about like how much I weigh, how much I'm eating, how much I'm walking. I do want to make the goal for the week though. So for instance, I'll keep track of the deficit on a daily term and I'll write it down somewhere, but I'll also have the running totals, because if I'm, say, walking 12,000 steps one day on accident, I just happen to be more active, then one day I could go back and just maybe walk 8,000 instead. And as long as I'm consistent with it, I don't think it'll really matter that much. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up the video. Thanks again for watching. I really do hope if you enjoy the messages I'm trying to send, or you enjoy watching me hopefully expand on this journey and continue with it, that you can join me. As I've said before, I'm not pushing you to like or subscribe or anything, but if you'd like, by all means, go ahead and do it. Keep in touch if you want to. I kind of got inspired by like other fitness YouTubers to start this because I really wanted to change my life, and so I understand what it's like, to have like a channel that you look up to and stuff, and hopefully I can be that channel to some of you guys eventually. But other than that, thanks for watching and stay safe.